In this video, I'm going to cover some example ACT problems to deal with discriminant rules. This one says, for what values of b does the equation x squared plus bx plus 4 equals 0 have two real solutions? Now we can tell that this is a quadratic because it has an x squared, where 2 is the highest exponent. Now in this case we need to look at the discriminant, which is b squared minus 4ac. And in this case we have a b, and our a is 1, and our c is 4, which gives us b squared minus 16. And I have two real roots. The discriminant needs to be greater than 0. Okay, so we want to find out what values of b cause the discriminant to be greater than 0. Alright, so let me get the b by itself. So I'll get b squared. I'm going to add 16 to both sides. So that's going to be positive 16 over here. If I take the square root of both sides, I'll get b greater than 4. Now b can be plus or minus 4, so the other one will be b is less than negative 4. Okay, as long as b is greater than 4, that b squared would be more than 16, which would be more than 0. And if the negative 4 is squared, or something less than negative 4, like negative 5 is squared, that's going to be positive. So positive 25 minus 16 is going to be greater than 0. So any value greater than 4 or less than negative 4 will cause the b squared to be greater than the 16, which would end up being greater than the 0. So in this case, our answer choice would be D. B is less than negative 4, union with b is greater than 4. Now this one is slightly different. It says, for what values of b does the equation x squared plus bx plus 4 equals 0 have one repeated real solution? Now having one repeated solution, that's when our discriminant is equal to 0. Okay, so we got b squared. Remember our a is 1, c was 4. And that's b squared minus 16. I add 16 to both sides. Gives me b squared equals 16. If I take the square root of both sides, b will equal plus or minus 4. Okay, so b equals 4, or b equals negative 4. And they'll give us answer choice D for the answer. So this third one asks, for what values of b does the equation x squared plus bx plus 4 equals 0 have no real solutions? And this happens when our discriminant is less than 0. Okay, so again, we put in our a and c. And that was b squared minus 16 is less than 0. Add the 16 to both sides. And then take the square root of both sides. You get b less than 4 and b greater than negative 4. Okay, so when I get the negative, I have to change the sign to make it be greater than negative 4. So if our value is greater than negative 4 and less than positive 4, you can write that as, having the b in the middle, greater than negative 4 and less than positive 4. So that's how you would write it. So that'd be answer choice C. So remember, if your discriminant is greater than 0, you'll have 2 real roots. If it's equal to 0, then you'll have 1 repeated root. And if your discriminant is less than 0, you have 2 imaginary roots, or non-real roots.